We all meet different people in our everyday lives, whether at home, school, or even at work. However, each person is different. And what better way to learn about all these people is through understanding them. This book we have today is just what you need to learn this skill. Hi, my name is Paul Andre, and welcome to another episode of Dre TV's Book Review. If you're new to the channel, this is a series where I review inspirational books that are worth reading to help you become an influencer. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Paul Andre, give them what they need, here to motivate and inspire, bring the energy, let's go. Content I know you need it, all about personal branding, even public speaking, and we live streaming, this I know you'll like.
In today's book review, we will be reviewing Robert Greene's best-selling book, The Laws of Human Nature. This book is jam-packed with learnings that will help us understand people better and easier, and it'll also help you become a better person too. With each chapter containing different lessons and takeaways, this video is going to be a sweet treat for all of you. That said, let's begin. In the early chapters of the book, it tackles the importance of being a rational person. This one is called the law of irrationality. Sometimes we make decisions based on our emotions, and this can make or break you as a person. That's why it's important to practice self-rationality. Doing so is a way of self-improvement. And did you know the best way to understand people is to understand ourselves first? Here are some tips for practicing self-rationality. First, we have observation. This means observing yourself during stress, making sure you are choosing wise decisions, and learning how to control your emotions depending on the situation. The second is recognizing triggering feelings. This means knowing what certain emotions trigger what you feel right now. Several factors come into play for this one. It might include your childhood trauma, feelings of distress, or your relationship with other people. It is important to get a hold of these factors because they can pose a positive or negative impact on you. Lastly is knowing your biases. This is recognizing which side you are when dealing with life. Should you stick to your own beliefs? Or maybe you want to take the time to hearing the other person out too. Whatever choice you choose, make sure it is rational for yourself. Part of us to feel empathy towards others. However, there may be times where we get blinded by our own self-biases and interests. This can become a recipe for disaster in the long run. We will never know the other side of the coin if we keep focusing on ourselves. Don't worry, because there are several ways you can put empathy as a priority. First, we have developing an empathetic personality. This means taking your time to understand and listen to the other side of the story. Keep in mind that this is not only about you all the time. You never know. You might find important information from the other party if you open your ears. So set aside your self-biases, listen, and understand what it feels to be like the other person in their shoes. Next is about showing interest. When talking to a person, it's best to show interest by asking how they are feeling. Doing so helps them feel that you are right there for them. It helps them feel that you are indeed interested in their story. This creates a strong connection that can lead to success in many ways, especially in business. Last is analyzation. In this tip, you have to analyze and gather information about the person you're talking to. Doing so helps you understand them even more. There are several ways you can analyze a person. This includes asking where they live, or their relationships with other friends and family. So what's the purpose of practicing these empathetic tips? Simple. It helps you become a healthy narcissist. There's no denying that the word narcissist leaves a bad impression. But as humans, being a narcissist is already a part of us. It all depends on how you act like a narcissist and whether you leave a good impression or a bad impression on other people. In the book, applying limits to yourself is called the law of grandiosity. This means avoiding actions that will make us feel high of ourselves, because being on top too much might result in a bad impression for some people, especially if they know you're hiding under a mask. There's nothing wrong with superiority as long as it's being utilized in the right way, because if you use it in a way to look down on others, this will turn into a recipe for disaster. But always be mindful of how you use your superiority. My take on this is become a leader of positivity. This is essential if you're dealing with a group of people that looks up to you, especially in business or becoming an influencer. So stop thinking highly about yourself, and instead use this as an opportunity to become the epitome of change for those around you. Since we are on the topic of becoming a leader and influencer, this is where establishing authority comes into place. This one is called the law of fickleness. It means finding ways to make people see and follow you as a leader. You can do this by applying previous learnings we tackled earlier. Doing so helps you become well-equipped in dealing with people. And this is the perfect time to establish your authority. As Greene stated in the book, you must be seen working harder than everyone else. He also emphasized how showing toughness should be always implied first, because there are always room to show your soft side depending on the situation. This way, people will look up to you as an effective leader, thus making establishing authority much easier. Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature is filled with learnings to help you understand people, but also make you a better person too. This book is no doubt one of the best you can read if you want to improve yourself. It delivers plenty of eye-opening information that will make you rethink your life decisions. This video is only a quick summary of some of the best parts of the book, and I want you to fully experience this gem in your hands. I promise, Robert Greene will take you on a ride of your life when reading this one. Trust me, and you'll thank me later. Thank you for watching our book review today, but before you go, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified when we upload new stuff. Till next time, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!